All right, let's get straight into the new material tonight. Just can everyone just give me thumbs up? Does everyone have the PDFs printed out? Max, do you?
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, I'll share my screen then, and we can
No, Anthony it's okay. Don't worry about that. You know,
Okay.
if today I cannot play it right now, it's fine. So I don't we don't need to share the screen to make the traffic or your computer overloaded with information. So it's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, well let's get straight into it. Um, all right, so we'll start with the sticking warm up. Let's get a metronome out. We'll go 60. Okay, so the sticking for this one, just for the warm up, is right, left, left, right, left, kick. That's the 6 notes. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. All right, so play 3 bars of that as eighth notes, 3 bars as triplets, 3 bars as sixteenths. Let's actually do this at 50. And I'll try to count as well. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3. Triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 3, 4. 4. 4. Oh, I stuffed it up. I'll tell you what, it's so hard counting out loud, and I'm I lost where I was bar wise. Let's go from the triplets. I'll get it right one day. 1, 2, triplets, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, and sixteenths. 1, 2. A fourth bar. And stop there. Sorry, I forgot to mention. So these 16th notes, we play 4 bars of these. Now the reason for that is there's actually a different starting position. So as these, as the 6-note cells, I like to start them from the middle as well. So on the second page, we start with the 2 accents. So the next 6-note sticking is right, left, kick, right, left, left. All right, so let's do that. 3 bars, 8th notes, 3 bars, triplets, 3 bars, sixteenths. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 2, 3. Triplets, go. 2, 3, and sixteenths. 3, 4. All right, so let's play both those pages together. Sorry, one little thing. The transition from the first page to the second, we're just leaving out the last 16th note, and that's to help us prepare for the first 16th of the next bar. So the last bar of the first page goes like this: 1, 3, 4, E, and 1 and 2 and 3. The last bar of the second page, going back to the first, looks like this: 3, 4, E, and All right, let's try that. Both pages, we'll just go once through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, triplets. 1, 3, 16th, third. 3, 4, 4 E and 1 and 2, 3, triplets. 1, 3, 16ths, third. 3, 4, 8 and 4, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3. How'd we go?
That's where
It's
I'm
going good.
still
Only I've got
practicing.
some glitches, and then I, it's hard when you lose. Then because of the internet. But
All right.
apart from that, it's going good.
Cool, cool. Sorry, Simon, what were you saying?
Sometimes I'm able to play through, sometimes not.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still trying to do this.
Yeah.
Heel down on 1, 2. I really, that's actually I made it to my main focus and goal
Uh-huh.
here in that course so far, with
Yep.
all of the 3 cells, 4 cells, whatever, and
Yeah.
this one as well, to really get that through.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4 to play it, to really play it proper.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it falls apart for me.
sure.
I cannot play heel up just on 2 and 4. It's not feeling
You
good.
mean like doing that, lifting your whole leg? Is
Yeah,
that what you're saying?
yeah.
So I've actually been trying this week what Igor said last week with, just lifting your toes and keeping your heel down. And I've found that even like it does change the sound. The sound of the chick isn't as clean. It's a little bit more sort of thing as opposed to chit. But I find that my leg is a lot more relaxed. But I think in terms of the coordination, like we really need to do the heel toe thing. That really helps to over exaggerate that movement. I think eventually it's a good idea to aim to relax it. All right, well, let's move on to the first cell. So the first cell is, it's just like a 6-stroke roll. Right, left, left, right, right, left, right. Except we're using the singles with crossover movement. Okay, so as before, 3 bars of eighth notes, 3 bars of triplets, and then 4 bars of sixteenths. At the end of the fourth bar, we stop with 4E and. You don't play 4E ander. And so then when we get to the second page, it's 6B. So it starts with the right, right, left, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing at the end. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1 and 2 and. All right, let's try this with a backing track. Super slow. We'll see how we go. How'd we go?
Worst ever. I just those stickings. Yeah, having some hard time, but it's okay. It's fine.
Have you ever played, like with sort of jazz stuff? Like
Yeah.
like that's all this is, except it's lateral. So in terms of the sticking and the accents, that's what it is.
Yeah, I totally understand this.
Okay.
It's just second version. My hands, I, I'm messing around, so
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay.
I have the same problem, actually. Or I had the same problem.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Probably I had the same problem as Max did, because as you said, it's a 6-stroke roll. So it's actually quite familiar.
Mhm.
But because it's lateral, I also messed up. Now I'm able to play with the music,
Mhm.
just with the hands, but I have to leave out the feet. Otherwise, I'm completely. I really get kicked out.
Yeah.
As soon as the feet come in, I'm gone.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I don't know why.
Maybe because the hands are playing lateral and the feet will
Yeah.
always be playing vertical. Maybe there's something in the brain that's not allowing
know.
us to do that.
Anthony, for me, in the brain, it's second version because it's inverse,
Yep.
and my ear probably haven't used to it,
Mhm.
right? To make those accents in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about with the the triplet version? Because because they're 6-note cells, the triplets happen easier. 3, 4.
Yeah.
Like, do you find that easy enough?
Yeah, because I know that my right hand will be on the second, like on the upbeat.
Uh-huh.
So it's so clear, and it's actually it's really nice sticking. And I was thinking that doing doing it with the sticks, it can give you a lot of different good phrases.
Yeah. I think it's the fact that we're doing it as 8th notes and 16th that's really hard. That we're probably not used to doing that. Like, 6-note groupings as 8th notes or 16th notes, especially these sort of phrases. Because like when you play 6-stroke rolls with sticks as 16th notes, you kind of mix them like. But playing them all evenly is different. Like. Yeah, it's a different accent pattern. Anyway, I think with this, it's just you got to spend time with it. Yeah. But
Yeah, totally agree.
yeah, as with anything. Gary, you were shaking your head before.
Yeah, I was completely off the mark with that. I'm gonna have to practice it away from just spend time, like you said.
That's cool. Just to confirm, you've got all the PDFs there, printed out. Yeah, cool, awesome. Igor, how'd you go?
It's all good. I'm just having some internet connection trouble, so
Okay.
it's hard to like punch in once because sometimes the whole thing accelerates and then it disappears, and it's just my internet connection. So I'm now like I made like a hotspot through my phone, so I hope it's going to be stable. But I mean, I'm familiar with this. I mean, of course, the lateral movement. But it all feels good. I think I tried it yesterday a little bit. I played to 2 or 3 of these variations, and it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess what you say, just doing like that on a daily basis, and it's all gonna be good.
Cool.
I'm
Cool.
fine.
Great. I found that, like, when I got up to the point of, creating all the stickings, when I got to the point of putting it all together in the routine, when you're working on all this, with the whole routine, it becomes easier. Like, some parts are really quite easy and you pick up straight away. And then you'll pick out the ones that's like, well, I need to work on that one. So, you'll play through the routine, you'll mentally make a note or even note it down, like, I've really got to work on 5B, and I've really got to work on 7C or whatever. Things would just start coming together. So, once we get to the routine, I have a feeling that things will get a lot better, hopefully quicker. See what happens. I suppose we've got to
Yeah,
get
I
there
think
first.
it's also good to make like some remarks, especially if you have like, I mean, I use a lot of like, on my iPad I've got all my books, but I used to have like before when I was teaching, I used to have like this kind of like suitcase like on wheels, so I was taking all my books and
Mhm.
I would just like old fashioned, make like remarks. And if you have like this material printed out, and just like make like some remarks on which part you have to work, I think that will make you better focus. Because once you see it, you encounter it every day. This is a trouble. So yeah, make a little notes.
Exactly.
I think it helps.
Yeah. Having the physical copy there, it's such a different thing as opposed to having it on an iPad or something.
I think it all comes back to that format, like even like I mean I like to play vinyl, and this kind of stuff, it's just there is something to it. But
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's move on to the Simon, go.
A thing that happened to me with this figure, and I don't know why, is actually on the fifth stroke.
Which
when you
figure?
go
Are you
over
talking about 6B or
the
6A?
fifth, yeah, the six, whatever. It's the six-stroke row.
Yep.
The fifth, it goes like I start with 6A. I go like, and then this one.
Mm-hmm.
I tend, my body wants to play a double here as well. That's very strange, and I always struggle with that. I don't know if someone else has this problem, because you start over like,
yeah,
and this one, B, I catch myself, especially during the 16th notes, that I want to play this as a double.
So you're turning it into a 7-note phrase.
Yeah, sort of, and that messes me up.
Yeah.
That's a tiny little problem I have. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I mean, that is similar to one of the 7-note stickings. So, yeah, but
I have advantage there.
yeah, let's
Yeah,
call it
you already covered 7-note cell.
exactly. He's all over it. All right, let's go on. So this is now 6, C and D. We lost Daniel. He was here, then he disappeared. Hopefully he comes back. All right, so 16. Actually, so Max, you've got the PDFs at least on the computer, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. So I don't need to share the screen. You can have it there.
No, please don't do this. Don't do this.
Cool. All right. So 6CD is the same sticking and footings, whatever, as the warm-up. So it's right, left, right, left, kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Whoop. Okay. Let's just try this. See what happens with the backing track. Nice and slow. 6 CD. Here we go. All right, I'd love to see some of you play it. Igor, can you go first?
Yeah. All right. So.
Cool. Cool. That's cool. You started and then it went into really slow motion, and I could really look at every little aspect of your technique. It was good.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Probably internet again.
Yeah. That's the funny thing about online lessons. Hey, always happens.
Yeah.
Max, you want to give it a go?
Yeah, just right now I didn't play my hi-hat on 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was focusing like only on the stick and between my hands and foot.
Yeah,
so
that's fine. The hi-hat is
Yeah.
the hardest part of the coordination, so leave that out for now.
for me right now, yes. For me right now, yes. But
All good.
it will be fine. So
Okay. All right, so you've got all the movement happening, but there's a little bit of imbalance in terms of the accents and non-accents, and then the kick. But we'll talk about that in a sec. So remember, with the accents, you want to play them more as dead strokes. So I suppose the two left doubles can be really very light. I think how it's coming across is more like everything's a kind of the same sort of flat level. So there's that, and then also the level of your kick drum. I mean, I don't know how your kick is mic'd or the levels, you know, on the mixing desk or whatever, but the kick is really heavy. So when we're playing with brushes, whenever we're playing kicks, we have to treat the kick a little bit more careful than compared to when we're playing with sticks, because brushes are naturally a lot quieter. So that means that the kick drum needs to be quieter as well. So our accents can't be the same accents as when we're playing with sticks. You understand that?
yeah.
So it may just be that your kick drum is really high in the mix on the mixing desk or something like that. Yeah, it's worth saying that.
Okay.
Can you try it again? Just so try to play the accents a bit harder as dead strokes.
Yep.
The two non-accent strokes back off, and then back off the kick drum as well. Yeah.
My left hand after the crossover, so I need to make it more happen to sound like an accent. Yeah, but I will work on this. Yeah.
Yeah. I find that the left-hand accent is tricky because the right hand is almost in the way, you know. Like you really have to. So I changed the angle of my hand quite drastically because I really want to get that flat, and I can't do that with with that angle because I want to be sweeping that way. So yeah, you always want to be sweeping the opposite direction of the brushes while they're pointing. So, you know, I kind of change the angle quite drastically. Yeah, try that. Yeah. Cool. That looks and sounds better already.
Yeah, but still a lot of work.
Yeah. Cool. All good. Simon, can we see you have a go at it?
I'm also playing without the hi-hat so far.
No problem. Cool. Just one little thing to say. When
Well,
you're
cool is different, but thanks.
what's that say? What's that?
Cool is different, but thank you.
Okay. All right. So just one thing to say: when you're playing that first accent, you're lifting the brush too soon, and that means that there's a loss of sweep sound. So we're getting this. All right, because the left hand plays a tap then a sweep. All right, so you want to sweep the right hand a little bit longer. You know, so only lift the brush once the left hand is sweeping. That's right. Yeah, you try that. That's it. Very cool. That's good. All right, any other questions with that? Max?
Yeah, Anthony. It just, for me, it's a little bit awkward how I have to move my brush and change the angle. So maybe, I don't know.
Can you change cameras again and show me? Thanks.
It's I have to. Do you move your arm forward?
Yeah,
Little
I am a little bit with this particular one. I wonder if there's a different way to play it. Oh, okay. So there's another way. So instead of, because you know how I say, like when we're playing these singles with crossover, just the normal ones, you want to make sure that the left hand strikes here and not there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think accents we can treat it a little bit different, because, like, you know, there's not so much of the sweeping aspect. We can get away with less of it. So maybe you can go, you know, maybe you can just play the accent starting on the middle and sweeping. Because remember, the right hand is still sweeping inwards. How's that?
Yeah, much better. So because when we go faster, so probably I won't have time to move back and forth, and that one is much easier.
Yeah.
But I will.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, awesome. All right, let's move to the next one, 6, E and F. All right, so this one, oops. This one we're using kind of 2 3-note cells together. So, and using the hi-hat. So in, out, left, and then hat, in, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So triplets. There's that. So basically all the left hands when we're playing triplets will be on the off beats or the up beats. So 1 and up 2, up 3, up 4. All right. Now for 6F, it starts with a hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Cool. Let's try this for the backing track. Do you guys want to stay at 52 or do you want to try this at 64?
I personally don't care. This is another movement that makes quite a lot of problems for me at the moment because it's that second triplet thing. It's awkward to play. The hi-hat, then a tab, and then a fishhook. Okay. I always fall into the other thing again, and then I'm with 7 again. I don't know why.
You're very talented.
No, I don't think so. That's pure. How do you say coincidence? Zufall. What is that? Pure.
Yeah. Happy.
He is already one step further.
All right. We'll
start. For me, it's so good. I mean, whatever like the rest prefers. I guess like these things are easier to play a bit faster, but I mean, whatever you guys prefer.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Are we saying Max?
No, I'm totally agree with Igor because when you going to play it really slow, it's really hard to play the 8 note flows and when you get in faster, it's easier.
Yeah, I agree with you, except when you're first learning it. So when you're putting it all together, slower is better. Once you got it, then obviously 64 or 76 is going to be slightly easier. You don't have to really exaggerate the movements. Yeah. Having said that, we'll go 52.
No, come on, let's go 64. Who cares?
Come on,
are you afraid of a number?
Are you talking to me or someone else? Come on.
No, I remember this Tommy Igo in his lifetime warm-up for the hands.
Yeah.
And he was in front of 6 drummers and doing the same routine. And he was like, guys, are you afraid of a number? We are going 200. Let's go.
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy, that guy.
Yeah. And the guy like on like some amphetamine.
Yeah, he's crazy. All right. Okay, let's go 64. See what happens. 64. Okay.
Good.
How'd it go?
Amazing.
Prove it. Show me.
No, I was messing up in the halfway. That's why it was amazing. Yeah, yeah. Those only in the end I was able to keep on the track because of the stick and just to
Mm,
memorize it and to play it. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I think you want to get it to the point where you can memorize it and you don't have to think about it, or you don't have to read the page, because reading is tough. So many notes, and because it's not just the notes that are written on the page; it's the arrows, and it's the right hand at the top, left hand underneath, and it's so much stuff to concentrate on. The quicker you get into your hands, the better.
Yeah, because we combine almost saying two cells in three. One is hi-hat and one is regular right, left, and I need to combine it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I don't consider these two 3-note cells. I just consider this a 6-note cell, because that's how I'm hearing. I'm hearing it as the 6 notes as opposed to 2 3s. I know it's a tiny little, different focus, but it helps. Simon.
But with that pattern here, do you hear the hi-hat strong on 4? I mean, if you say you hear a 6-note pattern, you go 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5, because the hi-hat is on 4 every.
Mm-hmm.
That would help me. Or is it for you just a flat feeling when you 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6?
I'm really.
Or is the hi-hat is the hi-hat a strong anchor point
Well,
for you?
no, not really, because if it is a strong anchor point, then I think I will mix it up in my head. I will think it will, like, I would only hear it as the 6E triplets. Like, so, and I think that's going to slow you down thinking about it like that. If you really try to aim to hear this as a 6-note cell, then that will help in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're playing, we're like in the 8th notes, we're playing the 6 notes 4 times. So, that's why we only do it for 3 bars.
And there is a second answer, because Anthony is the author, so how he is saying it will be like 6 cell, 6 cell, 3. That's it.
Yeah, I don't want
Well, I don't care about authorship.
to. You shouldn't. Don't listen to my dictatorship. How do you
We
feel,
have direct
Igor?
we have direct democracy in Switzerland.
All right,
Luckily, yeah, luckily.
that's good. Igor, how do you hear these and feel these?
I hear more like all these kind of things I hear like in shape. I see the phrases as like certain. I don't know. I'm not coming through like, but maybe I do. Now I see
We can hear
you're nodding your head.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't I don't think in a certain like number. I mean, if I would think of number, like in this case, it would be like 4 and 2. But I don't think in that way. I mean, because I practice a lot of these like groupings of 3 and 6 and 9, and I guess I just have like a certain like musical idea of how it should sound, and there are like many variations. Either you like add a hi-hat or bass drum or whatever. I mean, it always reminds me of that story of Roy Haynes. Once they asked him like how he came up with this, he has like this, like trademark phrase like like 2 snares and a hi-hat, or a bass, like da 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 da. So so they asked him like, well, how do you did you come up with it? I said, Alvin Jones did it, and Tony Williams did it, and and I did it, and 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 did it. So this kind of thing, I think in a certain sound, and there are so many different variations to it, but basically it's just like 3 or 6 or 9 or something like that. So I'm just like hearing it as a phrase instead of thinking like, okay, what's the movement, what's the what comes when. I don't know if that's an answer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's to me like that. I had a period like a long time ago when I was thinking those terms, but now I'm thinking, and like if you do like this Alan Dawson thing, like you take the pages or any kind of standards, and you get all these things like combinations with hi-hat, bass drum, and snare. Once you do a lot of these kind of things, I think this comes kind of naturally. I don't know. That might help. If I would have like a tip for someone, just take like Alan Dawson method, and play all the variations with a hi-hat, snare, and bass drum. So the things will come naturally, I think.
And that this routine is slightly based on the Alan Dawson's rudimental ritual. At least
you mentioned,
yeah, but I think you're completely right. Thinking in terms of musical phrases, because everything that I create, I always have the musicality in mind. So like how I said with the eighth notes, I'm thinking just kind of 4 groups of 3. So it's like, sorry. Yeah, that's sort of how I'm hearing this stuff. Exactly what Igor's saying. Yeah. So, but to start with, it helps to think about the numbers if you're thinking about it in 3/3 or 4/2 or 6 or whatever. But eventually you want to get rid of all that stuff.
Yeah, because I think it's good to dedicate a big portion of your practice to improvise with the ideas, because then you will slowly start to lose that connection with the numbers or like phrases. I would start thinking more of the shapes, and I think it's got a lot to do with trial and error, but try to, I don't know, take any standard and try to improvise on it, and make mistakes and get through it. And then, your hands will start naturally look for the solutions, how to fill the gaps or whatever, I mean, that's what I try to do,
Yeah.
Take anything like Billy's Bounce and, play that. And then these kind of phrases will definitely, pop up,
Exactly. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Let's get to the last one. So 6, G, and H. Okay, so this is quite tricky because it uses both a hi-hat and kick drum, and yeah, it's tricky because there's a note between the hi-hat and kick drum. So the 6 notes go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so just a suggestion with this stuff. I was teaching one of my other students this week. We're doing some similar kind of things to this, and he was really struggling with it. So what I suggested to him was to play all of the sweeps very short. 6. So pretty much playing angled taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then gradually leaving your brushes on the head a little bit more. So when you're working on these ones, if you're struggling with getting the evenness of the timing between the hands and feet, then that's a good exercise. Just start with everything short and then gradually expand and lengthen the sweeps. Okay, let's try this one slow. We'll go to 52 with this one, with the backing track. Here we go. How'd we go?
Better than the other one, actually.
This one is...
I feel more comfortable with that one than with 6 E and F. I don't know why.
I think because...
And I realized...
What's that?
Sorry.
Oh, you go.
I realized that all the figures for me are most easy to play in the triplet zone.
Yes.
But that's what you were saying before.
Yep.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, they are most easiest in the triplets. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, for my own playing, like, I haven't done too much work on 6-note groupings as 8ths or 16ths. I've done plenty on 3 notes and obviously 4 and 5 and even 7, but for some reason I haven't done 6-note grouping as 16th notes. You know, it's a strange thing. But yeah, they are most easiest at in the triplet rate. So this one is easier, slower, because the hands are quite relaxed. There's no accents, it's just very smooth sweeps. But the hi-hat sweep kick gets really hard when we start speeding it up. So just be conscious of that when you start playing this a bit faster. Simon, can I see you play it? Practicing. Simon, can I see you play it?
No.
Only the 8th note here.
That's cool.
But how is the movement?
It's good. The movement's fine. I think you should play with a really light touch.
Oh, okay. Like
Yep. Yeah, because when you're playing this fast,
oh. Yeah, and so on. Oh.
when you're playing this fast, if you're pushing down, it just gets really heavy. So with this one, you want to keep it light. Yep. So this one, definitely keep it light. That's why there's no accents with this one. Cool. But everything else about that's fine. Max?
Just a second. Yeah, I'm messing up.
Yeah, I did that a lot when I was working on this one. All right, so just one comment. The inwards right hand needs to be slower. You're getting there too quickly. You're sort of doing that. So slow down your inwards right. Yep. Yep. Cool. Any questions to that?
No, it just I need to get used to this shape.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Igor, let's see you play it.
Yep. Yep. So.
Yeah. Cool. That's fine.
Cool. Thanks.
Well, that's all of the 6-note phrases. All 8 of them. Any questions with any of that?
No, we just
sorry.
Max, you go.
we just have a week. We just have a week to master it.
1 week to master
Yeah.
core techniques. 3 no cells, 4 no cells, 5 no cells, 6 no cells.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Simon, what were you saying?
If it goes to a faster tempo, because you were talking about the length of the sweeps. Is that still okay? I try. Wait. Is that
Okay,
still
it looks like, yeah, it's like it looks like you're using quite a big movement for the inwards left hand. It's like you're going. It's like you're making that quite drastic. I think you could relax that a little bit. Try that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. If I go too fast and then it falls apart, that's what you were saying before.
Yeah.
It's getting quite difficult when you play it at a high tempo.
Yeah, and also remember when we do start speeding it up, like you want to shorten the sweeps. You know, it's all like pretty small and compact. Cool. That's it.